You can make all the statements. No, I do. I just, maybe a little out of sync a little bit, but I think, you look defensively, we get a couple turnovers. Thought that pick by Brian was huge, even though the offense didn't capitalize. The 2 turnovers in the second half. I think they were 3 of 12 on third down. I think we had 4 or 5 sacks. So making some strides just offensively, close, a few more points. I think, the holding call on the big run, the rub route we get picked. We just shot ourselves a couple times, but close. But you make a lot of strides as we move forward. Indiana State's got a solid team. I respect Trent a lot, and I thought they were very capable and could and would win if we didn't play well. And we need to play better. But we make some of those plays last year, and we're on the wrong side of the ledger. This year we got to take those plays out, but we're still good enough to overcome those plays and get a W for win 1, and we'll move forward. So what questions we got? Okay, see you. It's late. I'm with you.
Coach,
and we've got to score some points. And that's the only disappointing thing for me offensively is we had a chance to get a few more points and score a little bit more than we did. And we hit the upright, we get a block, we bogged down. But I've got a lot of confidence in the offense, and that wasn't for game 1. I think as we move forward, we just need to be smart and take our shots. But we were talking on second and third down. We were going for it on fourth down. It wasn't like, hey, fourth down, we're going for it. We were trying to get to 4th and 1 or 2 or 3 a couple of times. And if we'd have got the first down, great. We didn't want to be 4th and 10. So I think that's why some of our third down converted. I don't know what our third downs. What did we end up 10 to 20, and we got 2 fourth downs out of it. So it's up. Actually, we're 12 of 20 on conversions, which what's that? 60% mathematically, so it's it's a decent start for us.
How would you evaluate Trey first game, year 2?
I thought he did real well. Yeah, I think he's going to have a really good year. I think he's a lot better than a lot of people think he is. We didn't want to run him a bunch. We didn't try to. We tried to keep him in the pocket. We've worked on that. I think you saw that he can throw on target, and he's getting better. And I think he'll do nothing but get better. And I think in time he has a chance to be a quality player and a really good quarterback in the Big Ten. And I think I think those other 2 quarterbacks will be capable of helping us build this program like we want to. So. He had one throw I didn't like where we knew we had him off sides, and he was taking an aggressive throw, but he threw it into the middle. And I go, what if they didn't call him off sides and it was too greedy a play? I wish he would have thrown one outside, but there wasn't a lot of times you scratched your head and said, why did he go there? He missed a couple. They dropped out on him on that 1 4th down call. We didn't get to Bolzer on an out cut, and the guy undercut him, and he missed the throw, and he made a good miss, but it was we probably didn't make an ideal call for him. But I think Trey, I was very proud of the way he played. I was very proud of the way, and I wasn't surprised he played well because that's what I saw in practice. Same deal. Like Stephen Houston's a good player. You guys saw it, but we saw those other running backs play pretty good in camp, and we got a little bit more depth, a little bit better competition. So, but very proud of Trey, and I'm expecting him to be a lot better as we move forward.
How'd you evaluate the defense as a whole? I guess you obviously mentioned the sacks and the picks, but you had the breakdown early and a couple other drives.
Yeah, we got them second long, and we actually called like a passing twist to get some pressure, and they popped the run, and we kind of made it easy. We kind of looped out of the gap and just gave the guy a straight line clear pass, and our safety just kind of misfit it, and the guy was gone. Other than that, the first half, I think they're 1 of 5 on third down the first half, and other than we got a little soft and maybe didn't adjust our coverages, but same situation at the end, we were a little bit better. I didn't like that Hail Mary out call they did because you knew they were going to call that. We actually practiced that, and would have wished we'd have been a little bit all over that, a little bit better. Our defense needs to be better, but I think they, again, 4 sacks, a couple turnovers. It's a decent start, but I'd like to see those guys continue to play better. And I think we talk about those junior college players. They're no different than those freshmen. You got a couple freshman O-linemen, a running back, Ricky Jones at receiver playing. You got all those junior college players. The more they play, they will come on. Ryan Thompson, you guys probably didn't notice this, came down the first couple times on kick cover, wasn't good. Third time smoked it down there, blew the guy up, made the tackle. Just, the more they play, the more they'll settle in. So it'll be interesting 3, 4, 5 weeks from now as we go to Northwestern and get in the Big Ten play, how those JC players, because I think that will really maybe see if our defense can make another step. I thought it was a nice start. Thought they did well. But I think with those junior college linebackers and a couple guys, it'll be interesting to see where we are in 2 or 3 weeks with those guys because we'll need them to play better.
What did you see from the running backs today? Was there a guy who separated himself, or did you like the three-back approach?
Their guy had 145 at half, and he's pretty good and had 40 in the second half. When you got one guy, you kind of – and did he wear down? I mean, I saw him at the end of the third quarter walking off the field because he was tired. So, you know, Adrian Peterson's pretty good, and they played two. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that play more than one. So, you know, I think we need more than one back. I don't know if anybody's separated. I think they're all reasonably solid. I don't know if we have a great player, but I think we need them all right now to maybe get really good production. Maybe a guy will separate. Even if he does, I think you need more than one running back. I think with our style of throwing, how many guys caught passes? I don't know if they got them all on there. How many? 10. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not going to throw it to one receiver, three receivers. I would venture to say a lot of games there'll be 8 to 12 or 13 guys catching balls. Because when you talk about distribution, you talk about balances. Well, if you always throw to one guy, it's always you can bracket and double cover and get help over the top and in and out. But when the ball's, you know, going to spaces and going on time, a lot of guys. So, you know, like I mentioned the other day, we had a depth chart, and that's maybe because the guy had been a little bit more consistent or a little bit. The two wasn't that bad, and we expected a lot of those guys to play. I think you saw that on defense. I think you saw that on offense. I don't know how many guys played, but it was probably about 35, 38 guys played a lot of offense and defense. And I think maybe because our starters aren't great, but we do have more depth. And so I think you'll see several receivers playing. I think you'll see several running backs playing. And I'd actually like to see them all play better. And I think the more we play, the more they will.